Tiffany Stratton ambushes Charlotte Flair backstage in a savage, unseen attack. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. In the world of WWE, where rivalries burn hotter than ever and egos clash like thunder on the biggest stages, one backstage moment has turned the entire women's division upside down. What started as a routine night ended in pure chaos. Tonight, we break down the savage, unseen attack that Tiffany Stratton unleashed on none other than the Queen herself, Charlotte Flair. What led to this shocking ambush? Who was behind it? And what happens now that Charlotte Flair has been sidelined? Buckle up. This is the full story. The calm before the storm. It was just another night on SmackDown. The lights were bright, the crowd was electric, and the Queen had just returned from a brief hiatus following an injury scare earlier this year. Charlotte Flair, a 14-time women's champion, was back in her element, strutting through the corridors of the arena like royalty. Reports indicate she had a scheduled backstage segment with Kayla Braxton, a moment to address her goals for the summer season. Rumors of a potential title chase, possibly against Bayley or even IYO SKY, were circulating online. Fans were buzzing. Charlotte seemed poised to reclaim her throne. But behind the curtain, tensions were simmering. Unbeknownst to Charlotte, someone was lurking in the shadows. Tiffany Stratton, the self-proclaimed center of the universe, was nearby. She wasn't scheduled for a promo or a match. No one expected her presence to mean anything until it was too late. The rise of Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton's journey to the WWE main roster was nothing short of meteoric. From her early days in NXT, where she stunned audiences with her athleticism, sass, and unapologetic attitude, to her dominant SmackDown debut, Tiffany has always made waves. But what sets her apart? It's not just her talent, it's her ruthlessness. Since stepping onto the SmackDown stage, Tiffany's been vocal. She's dismissed legends. She's trashed the Four Horsewomen. And she's made one thing crystal clear. She wants Charlotte Flair's spot. In multiple promos, Tiffany referred to Charlotte as yesterday's news. She claimed that women like Charlotte hog the spotlight, and that it's time for the new era, the Tiffany era. While many brush these off as typical heel antics, insiders say Tiffany has grown increasingly frustrated backstage. Despite her marketability and in-ring work, she was being passed over for major feuds. And to her, Charlotte Flair was the obstacle. Surveillance footage, the unseen attack. What happened next was never meant to be seen. But a leaked piece of security footage told the story no camera crew caught. Around 8:42 p.m., Charlotte Flair was seen walking backstage alone, heading toward the makeup area. She appeared calm, even smiling, talking on her phone. That's when it happened. Tiffany Stratton emerged from behind a storage crate, wearing black gloves and a hoodie, concealing her platinum blonde hair. Before Charlotte could react, Tiffany launched herself with a steel chair, cracking it across Charlotte's leg from behind. Charlotte screamed, collapsing instantly. Tiffany didn't stop. She dropped the chair, mounted Charlotte, and began hammering away with fists, slamming her head into the concrete floor. A brutal, targeted assault. The security footage caught every second. But WWE didn't release it immediately. Why? Because Charlotte was in bad shape. Medics rushed in minutes later, but the damage was already done. WWE's reaction and cover-up? Following the attack, WWE released an official statement. Charlotte Flair suffered an undisclosed backstage injury and is being evaluated by medical professionals. She is not cleared for competition. No mention of Tiffany. No footage shown on television. This sparked fan outrage. Hashtag Justice for Charlotte trended on Twitter. Fans demanded to know who was behind the attack. Meanwhile, Tiffany Stratton went completely silent. No social media posts. No appearance on SmackDown that week. Total radio silence. Then, 72 hours later, a backstage source leaked the surveillance video to a wrestling journalist. The video went viral. Millions watched in shock as Tiffany brutally attacked Charlotte Flair with precision and hate. The cat was out of the bag. Now WWE was forced to respond. Triple H breaks his silence. In a rare move, Triple H held a backstage press briefing after the leak. The game looked visibly frustrated. Triple H. We were not ready to release that footage. Frankly, we were hoping things wouldn't escalate further. But now that it's out there, yes, we can confirm Tiffany Stratton was behind the attack on Charlotte Flair. WWE has taken disciplinary measures. Fans pressed for answers. What kind of disciplinary action? Was she suspended? Fined? Triple H remained vague. Triple H. Tiffany Stratton will face consequences. But this business is built on rivalries, and we won't pretend that fire and passion don't exist. Let's just say this. She's not walking away unscathed. Neither is Charlotte. This response sparked even more debate. Was WWE protecting Tiffany because of her rising stardom? Or were they setting the stage for a blockbuster feud? Charlotte Flair speaks out. Just days later, Charlotte Flair posted a video from her home. Her leg was in a brace. She looked tired, but furious. Charlotte Flair. Tiffany Stratton. You thought attacking me backstage would end my career? You thought you could take the easy way out? I've survived everything this business could throw at me. I was built in fire. You just started a war you can't win. She confirmed she'd be out of action for several weeks. No timetable was given for her return. But one thing was clear, this wasn't over. Charlotte promised revenge. And when the queen makes a vow like that, the whole locker room listens. Tiffany's cold-blooded response. The following SmackDown, the world waited. Would Tiffany show up? Would she apologize? Defend herself? She did neither. Tiffany Stratton walked to the ring. Charlotte Flair walks out of WWE SmackDown after booze. She grabbed the mic and cut a promo that would be remembered for years. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. She walks around like she's owed something just because of her last name. In a shocking turn of events on WWE SmackDown, I did what I had to do to make sure people stop living in the past. One of the most decorated superstars in WWE history walked out mid-promo after being met with a chorus of boos from a live audience in Dayton, She even laughed at fans calling her a coward. This incident occurred shortly after her loss and declared herself the new alpha, marking a significant moment. In that moment, WWE wasn't just another star. This unexpected departure has sent ripples through the WWE Universe, even beyond raising questions about Flair's future. Ain't no way you're going to call yourself within the center of the universe. Let's delve into the events leading up to this moment and explore the potential implications. But there's a storm coming. The build-up to WrestleMania 41 didn't just attack a legend. Charlotte Flair's journey to WrestleMania 41 was marked by intense rivalries and personal challenges. She crossed a line that may never be uncrossed. After returning from a significant knee injury, she has to deal with the consequences. On reclaiming her position at the top of the women's division. But she's not out. Her path crossed with Tiffany Stratton, and when she does, star who had been making waves in WWE. This isn't just about spotlight. Their confrontations were filled with personal jabs. With Stratton referencing Flair's personal life. Make sure to like, including her divorces and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next breakdown. Flair responded by bringing up Stratton's relationship with Ludwig Kaiser, leading to a heated and controversial exchange that WWE later edited from their broadcasts. Despite the off-script nature of their promos,